xin chào các bạn, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm basically going to be chatting to you guys just like which level I am in Korean, like after the 30 days oh my gosh, already this Korean learning series. And I'm just going to be telling you guys how I got here, what level I am, and just going to be chatting to you guys and sharing with you guys my Korean learning journey and everything, and in the end give you guys some tips for me as a beginner. I also want to set some disclaimers before I start the video and start saying stuff. First of all, I am not fluent in Korean, and whatever I say might not work on you, so don't come to me because of that, because I'm just sharing from my own experience, and my experience might be very different from your experience. Secondly, I am not a Korean teacher, obviously, so if you're here for me because you want to learn Korean from me, then I can't provide that for you. I'm really sorry. I'm just going to be sharing my experience, and yes, that's all. Thirdly, I'm not trying to disrespect Korean culture if anyone thinks I'm trying to do that. I just am here learning, another Korean learner, just sharing my experience of learning Korean, and that's it. I'm not trying to disrespect any Korean or like the Korean culture, the Korean language. I respect Korean culture very much. And yeah, let's get into it. And so, I'm actually going to be yapping for way too long in this video, and because I'm going to be telling you guys my whole Korean learning journey. So if you want to skip all that and actually see my tips from one beginner to another beginner, then this is the timestamp you need to go to. So yeah, let's move on to the yapping before the tips, but let's go. So firstly, I want to share with you guys like my introduction to Korean culture. I am still a K-pop. I've been a K-pop fan from 2019, so around when I was 8 years old actually. The first group I've ever listened to was Blackpink. I heard their song from this one person who was covering it, and then I liked the song, so I went over and I listened, and I was like, oh my gosh, this song is actually good, and I started listening to their song. And from Blackpink onwards, it moved on to BTS, and then I realized there were way more groups than just BTS and Blackpink, and I started multi-standing, and yeah. And at the end of 2020, I watched my first K-drama, and from then onwards, I kept watching K-dramas, and then that was like the thing, like my introduction, how I got into the Korean culture and their entertainment stuffs. Fast forward to 2022 when I moved to UK. That's when my actual consideration of learning the Korean language came in, because after I moved to UK in October, I had nothing to do for like the first month. Oh, before that, I know a lot of you guys might be asking, it's been 3 years from 2022, why you're not fluent? We're gonna get there. Okay, so my first thing of Korean, like the Korean language, it came in 2022 October, because I was just there sitting in a hotel room, because we didn't even get our own apartment yet, sitting in the hotel room bored, and I saw this video which was like how I learned Korean for free, and I was like, maybe I could do that. And I clicked on that video, and that video was like really aesthetic and stuff, so I watched the video, but a lot of these things that person said wasn't for free, so that was kind of a clickbait. But so I still like saved that video, because that video was pretty aesthetic and I like watching aesthetic stuff. And that was like, I watched that video, and then that also got me a little demotivated, because that she was lying. She was like, yes, this is free, but it was actually not. And then I put it off. And then in November, when I joined school, there was this kid in my school who was Korean, and seeing that person made me more motivated that maybe I should learn Korean so we can talk. So I got on YouTube, and then I rechecked that same video because I for some reason thought there was only one video who would be like give tips, and then like I saw that video once again, and then that person like said the first thing is to learn the Korean alphabet, which is hunger. So I got into another video because everything was YouTube based back then, especially for me. I didn't know things like Instagram and stuff existed that much because I was like turning 11 soon only. And then like I got another video of hunger, and then I like wrote down the alphabet, and but like the person who was teaching, he was teaching in a really confusing way. I do not remember the channel name or anything, and I was so confused, and that just annoyed me so much that I gave up because I was very impatient and I didn't want to stick around with it. So I was like, nope, it's not for me. So I left that there again. So I had like the hunger notes, like the alphabets and stuff and what they're pronounced as. But then like when the guy started saying like tigood kyok, like those stuff, and then he said some other rules that I do not remember, I just gave up. For some reason that was like hard for me to grasp. And let me show you guys the notes I got. I think I still have them. I might have actually thrown them away. I don't know, to be honest, because I've thrown a lot of stuffs away recently that I found was like useless and stuff. Did I throw it away? I think I actually might have thrown it away. Oop. Yeah, okay, so that's that. I threw it away. But it was like it was written in a very confusing way as well. Like I don't even know what I wrote. So then fast forward to 2023, right? I saw another video of another girl saying how I learned Korean. And then I checked that video out, and it suggested some apps and stuff, and it also talked about howtostudykorean.com, which was actually free, which gave me some boost and some motivation, which apparently I needed. And then I like started howtostudykorean.com. I actually have notes from howtostudykorean.com that I took for like in 2023. So this is the cover page. Okay, it was 2023. Okay, I was like not even 12 yet because my birthday is in November and it's the end of the year. It's annoying. Don't judge. So these are the notes I took. It's not just from howtostudykorean.com. It's also some of the notes are also from like YouTube grammar videos and stuff. Like these ones I think are from YouTube grammar videos. And oh yeah, these are all from YouTube grammar videos, I think. And then this is from howtostudykorean.com because it says lesson 1. But the thing about me during that time was that I wrote everything down, but I did not study them. I just wrote them down. So after like a few, like 1 or 2 hours, I would forget them because I've never actually like viewed them or anything. So I would just forget the rules. So like that annoyed me because like after I did lesson 1 and I took like the practice, I got 1 wrong, and the 2 I got right was also because I kind of cheated, which was annoying. And then like I did lesson 2, and then it took me ages to get over the lesson, and I just gave it up again. And like I didn't give up in whole, I just gave up on grammar, and I just started memorizing vocabularies, or as I thought, but I didn't memorize any of them. I just wrote vocabularies down like in any paper I could find. Like, what is this? I wrote the months down, and animals, clothes, sports, and a lot of time like these vocabularies I wouldn't even need them because like I had like this whole list of animal vocabulary that I wouldn't probably ever use because like I love animals, but I'm not that much of an animal lover because like I have more animals here because there was like a whole A4 paper, both sides with animals, and then this part is also animals. Like, I don't think I'm ever actually gonna say like starfish, shark, unless I actually go to the beach, or dragonfly, ant, fly, mosquito, I might say, spider, I might say, but like the rest of these, I won't really need them. And as always, I only wrote them down. I never memorized them. And then when I saw these, it was like so intimidating. I left again. And then I actually started learning Japanese for like some amount of time. Where is my Japanese one? Do I have my Japanese one? Oh, I think I threw it away. Okay, so like had like this sudden boost of Japanese confidence, and I was like, maybe since I can't learn Korean, let's learn Japanese. Cause for some reason I thought Japanese was gonna be easier. Okay, and then I just saw the alphabet. I wrote down hiragana. That was it for me. Because I make these booklet thingies, like if you see these booklet stuffs, and then I made a booklet for Japanese, and then I wrote the alphabet of hiragana, but then that was it. Like, I couldn't memorize it, and then I saw there was katakana and kanji, and I was like, nah. And then fast forward to the end of 2024, when I had the sudden boost again. And then I took like made another booklet of Korean learning vocabulary. And then I just wrote hunger here, by the way. And then just like wrote vocabs here. Like, and most of these vocabs I've learned already. So yeah, that's that. But here we are. And then that's all I did in 2024. And then fast forward to 2025, now, or to 30 days before, when I remembered that I'm trying to learn Korean. Because, I don't know, I don't really remember how it came to me, but I was like, why don't I just start learning Korean? Why do I keep giving up? And then I'm like, I shouldn't give up, because if I actually kept going from 2022 and didn't give up from them, I'd probably be like I don't even know, B2 level? Because, yeah. And then, since I actually forgot literally everything except for hunger, I started the series to see if I can actually improve. And it was also something to like show myself that I can actually do it. And filming it actually also kept me motivated, because when I filmed it, I had to be consistent and actually post it. And when you try to post it, you have to be consistent about studying. So that was that. And after 30 days of learning, I took a test yesterday, and my level is level 1, which is also A1. And like, I'm also starting like A2 level. So I passed A1 level and starting A2 level, and I got that in a month, which I couldn't do in like 3 years. And I've researched, and apparently the average time someone gets to like from absolute beginner to like the start of A2 is 3 to 4 months if they study for 2 to 3 hours, and 6 to 7 months if they study for like 15 to 30 minutes. But there's also some other stuff to take in consideration, like past language learning experiences and stuff. So that's that. I did it in a month, and I'm actually really proud of myself. So now I'm gonna be starting A2 level, and I'm not gonna give up. We're gonna stay consistent. We can do this. But anyways, after like this month, I'm still a beginner, because obviously But even as a beginner, from one learner to another, here's some of the tips I would give you guys. So first of all, obviously stay consistent and patient. Don't be like me who gave up like every 2 days for like forever. Because if I didn't give up in 2022 and actually kept going from 2022 until here, I'd probably be like B2 level by now. So please stay consistent. Second of all, I would tell you guys, I feel like it's way better if you can find a language learning partner. I honestly do not know how language learning, like language exchange app works because I haven't been on one. But I don't have a language learning partner, but I've seen this one girl who vlogs with a language learning partner, and it looks so much easier with them than it's with me. Because if you have a language learning partners, you can learn together. You can even teach each other. Because if you do teach each other, then like if you, I don't know if you know this, but when you teach someone, your knowledge of that one topic gets like stronger. So yeah, that's gonna make it even better. But if you can't have a language learning partner, it's completely fine. I don't have one. You can do completely fine without it. But from my experience, I'm saying it's gonna be better, and you're gonna probably be more like motivated to learn if you have a language learning partner. But if you don't have one, just like me, you're completely fine. Third thing I would like to say, stop. Please do not be afraid of making mistakes, because I was always afraid of making mistakes. Even in this 30 days, I still look back 2 days ago, and sometimes I think like, why am I afraid to make mistakes? Because I obviously need to make mistakes to get better. We are learners. You're not going to be fluent in a language in a day. You're obviously going to make mistakes, and that's how you improve. Thirdly, I would like to. Fourthly, I would like to say, do not take unnecessary notes, because I think you've seen enough of my unnecessary notes. Because like random vocab. Okay, I didn't even show you guys this. Like, this is probably necessary, but I don't know why they're in a random thing. But see this? They're never getting used. They're just there, and I'm probably gonna throw them away now because they're not gonna get used. And don't take too much notes. That's also another one, because later it might look kind of scary if you're taking just notes without like actually studying it, and then you're later going back to actually studying it, and then you're like, what the hell I'm looking at? So it's better to just like summarize the topic and then take the notes, so you actually know what you're taking the notes about. So please don't take unnecessary notes. And also, like, don't learn unnecessary vocabularies, because like if you've seen like these, please don't. Try to learn vocabularies that like are related to you and reason with you. Like, let me show you guys my vocabulary listing thing. So if you can see, I've like categorized each of my hobbies, and then under those I also like wrote mini like lists of like each of the things I would learn in like each of the hobbies, because like yeah, that makes life so much easier, because you will be mostly talking about your hobbies and about you and stuff, especially as a beginner. And also another thing I did is like locations, and like if I like go the stuffs that I go and the stuffs that I do in those locations, so like they're like more specific as well. So yeah, if you like categorize your vocabularies and like know what your vocabularies should be and what you should learn, then it's so much better than just learning everything from a dictionary. The last tip I would like to give you guys is pay more attention to hunger. Yes, it's easy. You can memorize it in an hour if you want, but don't be like me and just try and do that, because yes, if you have seen my series, you'll see that I only paid attention to like Hangul for like the first day, the first lesson, and that was it. And my reading, it definitely needs improvement. I'm a very slow reader in Korean. I'm a slow reader when I read any language, but Korean I'm especially slow because it takes a long time for my mind to register the Hangul. So if you want like to read slowly, flawlessly, then please pay attention to Hangul for more than a week at least. So you can improve your reading, you can get fast at reading, you can like show off your reading still. And yeah, because now I probably need to like go back and get my Hangul better because whenever I try to read something, it takes a long time for me to read a sentence because it takes my mind ages to register the Hangul and everything. So if you start when you do it when you started off, it's gonna be better because it's better when you build your foundation stronger than goes and instead of going suffer at the end. But yeah. So guys, that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed my yapping. And if you guys skipped my yapping, that's completely fine because I yap too much. I know that. But yeah, that is it guys. Bye. See you in the next video.